Dude's had a blowout for like 5 minutes, and he's just been cruising. He's still cruising! Bro, you're about to be on your rim! Woo-wee, look at Memphis when the sun's coming up. That's pretty, ain't it? That's pretty. With the water and the buildings and the sun coming up. It's a nice morning here in Memphis 10. Going over the nice bright bridge. What is this bridge called anyways? The Memphis Bridge? That's all I know. You go from Arkansas to Tennessee or Tennessee to Arkansas over this bridge. Anyways, guys, we are 55 minutes away from our delivery, and I'll be back with you guys when we get there and see what the situation is. I do know it's a food place that we're delivering to, so it may be some long waits. I don't know. It's what I always hear about these food places, that's for sure. Alright guys, we're about to take the exit to Batesville, Mississippi. This place is going to be right off of Interstate 55, which is what we're on right now. So we're only 2 minutes away. Once we exit here, we're going to take a couple turns and we'll be on the road that it's on. Got my satellite pulled up. I got my armrest just now. That's what that noise was. I was getting the armrest. You know what I mean? So I can, yeah. Sometimes I've noticed you guys can actually see when I'm doing it in the computer screen. Like you'll be able to see me lift it. And the armrest is kind of jacked up because it doesn't, like, watch. I'm gonna watch in the computer screen because I can't look down while I'm driving, but I'll pull it up. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. You gotta kind of, to get it to click into space, it's stupid. I thought it didn't work when I first got the truck. I was pissed. I was like, man, this thing don't work. I have no armrest. It took me a couple days to realize you gotta fiddle with it to get it to lock in. But I'm pretty good at it now.
In 1/4 mile, turn right on Mississippi 35.
I learned like just the way to stroke it to get it to work. So, all right, here we go. We're gonna see there's a Love's right next to here too, which is ideal because I don't have another load yet, although they might send me home from here.
Mississippi 35.
Because I'm supposed to be home tomorrow, but I don't know. There's a car coming. Because it's a yield sign here, as you can see, so. Stop sign if you're going straight or left. Alright, we're good.
In 3/4 of a mile, arrive at 506.
Alright, it's going to be on the left. There's going to be like 3 driveways, or 3 entrances. 2 of them are to a building that's north of this place. And then the third one's gonna be the one that it is. So we're gonna have to pay attention when we get up here to make sure we don't turn into the wrong drive or pass it. We got a line of cars behind me that came off the highway with me. This is a tight little turn here. All right, we are almost there. All right, so we're gonna have 2 drives and then another one. Okay, there's 1 drive, there's 2 drive, and then third one, which is gonna be that blue and white building right there. That's it. That's where we gotta be, man, right here. All right, and there is a guard shack, guys, so we are here. I'll be right back with you. Kind of a busy place, man. I don't know if this is gonna be quick or not. We shall see. Alright guys, so this place is pretty quick and easy. They told me I could go ahead and break the seal, open the doors back into this dock 30 up here, which is going to be a straight back. She said it's next to that white truck right there. So it looks like it's going to be a straight back. I can't tell yet. But we're going to back next to him. I'm going to pull up in between that green truck there and him and go ahead and open the doors, and then we go take my paperwork in to check in. But she told me that I could go ahead and open the doors and do all these shenanigans. So it's probably, I guess it's gonna be on the other side of him. That says 28, so actually it's 2 over from him. Yeah, it'll be an iffy kind of straight back over there, actually. I might just alley dock it considering all those trailers. I mean, I could still straight back that. I mean, I can still turn up and do this back, actually. Let's see what we can do. Let's see exactly which door it is first and actually look at the spot and see kind of what I'm dealing with. We're gonna have to turn early because of those trailers over there, so. Oh, it is next to him. Oh, it's kind of by itself right there, man. Okay, yeah, that ain't gonna be too hard. That ain't gonna be too hard, man. Look at that. Look at that, boys. Look at Dave go. Look at Dave go. Look how pretty that dock looks in my mirror. You guys see that dock right there? Let's see what he was doing. Look how pretty that dock looks in my mirror right there, Holmes. I'm a little bit too far. I need to get over to the right a little bit, which I'm doing now. Then we're gonna swing back. Okay, we still need to get a little to the right, so we're gonna swing back. Now we're gonna cut it back to look. There we go. There we go. Now we're coming in pretty. Let's kind of angle it. And giving right, kind of keep it. Yeah, this is when we have to be on the lines. I just realized that. I hate these. I can never get it on the lines. If I'm inside of them, I'm good. But on the lines, I get jacked up. No. There we go. Now we're pretty. We are perfect. Absolutely perfect. Let's just straight back now. Straight back, Dave. Give it a little bit left. You're a little bit too far to the right. A little bit left, a little bit more left. Let's check that. Yeah, it looks... am I gonna run over that chalk back there? Is that a chalk? I can't tell. Oh. Yeah, I was about to run over that chalk. That's why I was like, I need to move this chalk out of the way. That's why whenever I get done, I always push them out of the way so then guys aren't running them over when they're trying to back, or they don't gotta come out here and freaking move them. But you know, I still feel like I'm a little bit too far to the left. Ooh. Yeah, I'm still a little bit too far to the left, guys. I don't know. I think that'll work. Who knows how long I'm going to be here. Oh, that was a nice gentle tap on the dock too. Beautiful. Let's go chalk the wheels now. Gotta roll up the windows and stuff because I gotta go in there into the shipping office, guys. It's a nice back though. Wasn't too bad. Alright. Let's go ahead and chalk them up. There we go. Wheels are chalked. Doors are open. Alright guys, let me go check in and I will be back. Alright y'all, I am upset at y'all. Every last one of y'all, I am upset. I drive a dry van. We do not go to grocery warehouses very often. Y'all could have warned me how flipping cold it is in a freaking grocery warehouse. They got the shipping window right there inside where they keep the product. And it's like you just stepped in I'm still thawing out right now. I'm in shorts. And short sleeves. And I was going in there freaking freezing my ass off. I was like, why is it so cold in here? And then it hit me, Dave, you're at a grocery warehouse, bro. Like, you know, I mean, I would have thought their shipping office would have been in a separate office with some warmth. Actually, no, the lady in the shipping office was in the warmth. Yeah, they had a separate office in there all nice and toasty. While the driver stood outside I was freezing, dude. No wonder the guy that came in behind me had a big jacket on and everything. And the guy that walked out after me, they know. I don't know. I don't ever deliver to places like this. Not usually. We're dry van, so, you know. Oh my God, my fingers, seriously, my fingers right now are freezing. It's like you just walked into your home freezer and shut the door for freaking 20 minutes I was in there. I about started shivering. The guy behind me probably noticed I started to shiver. I was like, God, I'm not very bright, man. I just didn't think about it. You know what I mean? I don't usually deliver here. I know now. Next time I go to a grocery place, put on my big jacket, make sure I got pants on, some hand warmers, a toboggan, you know, all of the above. Jesus. Anyways, I don't think this is going to be quick, guys. I don't think this is going to be quick. I mean, there's a lot of other trucks sitting here. All the guys are, like, in their sleeper. Like, nobody is, like, in their truck. Yeah, I may as well, like, go back and... What's my signal like? Do I have good Wi-Fi? No, I have 1 bar, so I'm in a bad Wi-Fi, or a bad hotspot area, a bad phone service area for AT&T, of course. Oh my God, guys, we just got out of there. Why didn't y'all warn me about something else? Lumpers. All right, so I have heard about lumpers. I've heard a lot about it and the grocery warehouse thing with lumpers. And why is it the moment I'm going to go home, I always get the most jacked up stuff happening? Since I've been with CFI, what, 9-10 months now, whatever the heck it's been, I have never had to deal with lumpers. Never had to do it. If you guys don't know with lumpers, what lumpers are, if you're not into trucking or whatever, it's like a third-party company that charges to unload your truck, because you're not like allowed to unload your truck or whatnot. So it's a company that this company uses to unload your truck, and they charge a fee for that. So I'm sitting there getting unloaded. They started relatively quickly around my appointment time. Took them about an hour and a half, and then I get a text message saying, this is your unloader, blah, blah, blah. You could go to this website to pay your lumper fee. And I'm like, oh no, I got a lumper. You know, I've heard about it, I've just never had to do it. CFI will reimburse us for it. Well, I noticed they got me pre-planned to go home, right? Well, I have like 6 hours of time that's ticking down because it's my 14-hour clock, and I got 5 hours and like 15 minutes to get there is how long it is to get home. So I'm anxious to get out. So I'm like, okay, I click on the website. Well, I have no signal. Like I told you guys when we got there, I had 1 bar of service. It will not work. It will not open the web page. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me right now? You can't pull out of the door until you pay this lumper fee. So I'm like, okay. I walk into the receiving office, and it's freezing ass cold in there, and I stand there forever. And then finally, she's like, yeah, can I help you? I'm like, I need to pay the lumper fee because I can't get to the website. She's like, okay, well, I'm gonna need an express code. I'm like, okay. She's like, you're gonna need to call your broker dispatch, basically. Broker, if you were, you know, going through a broker rather than a company that you're with. Anyways, call your dispatch. So I'm like, okay. Luckily, I can make calls out, but my internet won't work, right? But I go back to the truck, and I'm trying to call, it keeps disconnecting. I'm like, I'm never gonna freaking get home. It's always something before I go home. Always, every single time, that last load before I get home is some doo-doo. Is exactly what it is, a big steaming pile of doo-doo. So I'm like, okay, I go back to the truck, finally get in touch with my fleet manager, and I'm like, Tim, help me out here, Tim. I'm trying to get home. Actually, I did not say all this, but this is what I'm thinking in the back of my brain is, help me out here, Tim. Throw me a bone. Let's be quick about this. I was like, Tim, how do I handle lumpers and get an express code? Well, you got to send Form 93, Dave, and then when you send that form, then, you know, we're going to send you back an express code, and then that express code you got to give to them, and make sure you get a receipt if you want a reimbursement. Okay, Dave? All right, thanks, Tim. So I send in this form and everything else, and then he sends me an express code, and I'm like, okay, you know, all this took 10-15 minutes. So I get all this stuff back. What, and mind you, my truck, the door is freaking 100 yards to the left. Literally, it's a football field away. I'm at the furthest door from the damn dock possible. And you know, I'm speed walking, and all these other truckers are just like, what's this CFI walking so fast for? Because I'm trying to get home. I'm 5 hours and 15 minutes from home. I got 6 hours, 5.5 now. I'm trying to get there. So, needless to say, I walk back in the office, and, you know, I'm out of breath, and then I'm freezing, because it's freaking freezer in there, literally. I walk up to the shipping office, and I'm like, okay, here's my express code. Is it ComData or EFS? I don't know, they didn't tell me. Well, you need to figure that out. Freaking lovely, lovely. Let's go step back outside where it's warm in January outside compared to in this place, and let's figure out what that is. So I ask, and EFS is what it is, and I'm like, thank you, Lord. So then I walk back in there, freeze my ass off again, wait for her to tell me to open up the window, and then I open up the window, and I'm like, here's the number. I had to put in like my driver's license and state and all this stuff, and she gave me a receipt, and then I go back to the truck another 100 yards down the freaking way, you know, speed walking again while all the truckers are sitting there laughing at me. This guy's going really slow, and I'm about over it. It's prime, that's why they're governing at like 63. Anyway, so I walked 100 yards back to my truck, and I'm sitting there, and I get a text message from this lumper that says, basically, thank you for choosing whatever lumper, insert lumper name here. Your paperwork will be ready. Do not pull out of the door. And I'm like, I already got my paperwork. Of course, I did it differently. I didn't do it, I didn't pay it on the thing. And I still have a red light back there blinking. So I'm like, do I pull out on a red light? Like, now that I got my bills, like, am I good? Because they already told me I was done being unloaded, but a big no-no in trucking is you never pull out on a red light. So I'm like, I'm not gonna dare do this. But do I walk the 100 yards back to the freaking office? You know what I mean? So then I walk the 100 yards back to the office, and I get to the office, and I'm sure this woman is really tired of seeing me at this point. Trust me, she's letting it be known. And I slide the window open after she gets done what she's doing, and then I ask her, the light's still red, I got my bills now, but do I pull out? Hold on a second, she has to call somebody. A guy with a bright red and yellow safety vest comes on. Yeah, I'm the safety manager, how can I help you? I got my bills, I paid my lumper fee, I'd walk 500 yards, I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more just to pay your lumper fee. You know, it's ridiculous. I'm like, hold on a minute. So he has to go walk over there, check to make sure that the dock plate's up, and that they're not, the bumper hook or whatever you call it ain't holding my truck there, which, I mean, I guess I could see that from the outside. But he has to go look and make sure everything's okay. I'm still standing there freezing my ass off. He comes and tells me, okay, you're good. Yeah, you can go ahead and pull out. I walked 100 yards back to my truck, and then look, and the light's still red. So I was supposed to pull out on red, I guess. Story concluded. Now I got 5 hours and 20 minutes of time to get 5 hours and 6 minutes down the road to get home, but the good news is I'm running 15 minutes ahead of schedule. Lumpers. Y'all, look at this crap. This dude just blew a tire, and he's been driving for the past 5 minutes still on the freaking highway. I flashed my lights at him several times to try to get him to pull over. He almost lost control back there when he had the blowout because he started fishtailing, and he's still driving just as fast as if he doesn't have a freaking blowout. There you go. I think he got the message now. Dude's had a blowout for like 5 minutes, and he's just been cruising. He's still cruising! Bro, you're about to be on your rim. You don't even know. I don't think he has no freaking clue. There he goes. Now he just got off to the shoulder. I'm talking about, for 5 minutes that dude was just cruising with that blown tire, man.
Let's take a spin to a foreign place. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown.